Whether you're a student or anyone who is shy or anxious, the tips today are going to help you to be more confident when you communicate, whether you're giving a speech or just speaking one-on-one to someone. I call these the 6 P's to communicating with confidence. The first P is presence. If you do nothing more than just breathe before you speak, while you're waiting to speak to someone, in between conversations someone speaks, just take a breath and be in the moment. A lot of times when we communicate, we're thinking of, okay, what do I gotta say next? What did I forget to say? And we are not in the moment. But if you can just relax and be present as you speak, whether you're talking one-on-one with someone or giving a presentation, you will feel that much more confident. P number 2 is paraphrase. A lot of times people get caught up when they're speaking to someone with, oh my gosh, how am I going to respond to that? What am I going to say next? But if you look at some of the CEOs online, people that have great communication skills, what they'll do when they are not sure about how to answer a question is they'll buy themselves some extra time by paraphrasing. So you ask me a question, okay. You asked me what my goals are for next year. That's a great question. Let me answer that. If you're able to just paraphrase, that gives you a few extra seconds to think of your answer. So if you ever get caught up, just repeat the question that someone asked you and say, okay, just let me think about that for a minute. A lot of times that will buy you the time you need to confidently answer them back. P number 3 is prepare and practice. I guess that's 2 P's. But if you're going to give a speech, the best thing you can do is prepare for it. Practice it. Stand up and deliver it as if you were going to be on that stage delivering your speech. That's one of the best things you can do. If you practice beforehand, you look at all the great athletes, you look at every great speaker, anyone who's great at something, they practice and they prepare, and that's how they feel more confident. Even if they're shy people, even if they're introverted by nature. I'm an introvert by nature, so I prepare and I practice like there's no tomorrow, so that when I get on that stage, when I'm speaking to a school full of students or a room full of corporate executives, no matter who it is, I'm prepared, so I feel good. The next P is pick a topic that you're passionate about. I was coaching a young person, a student, on how to have more confidence when they communicate with people. And I said, you know what? Just ask questions. Just talk about things you're interested in. Talk about your interests. Ask them questions based on that same interest. When you give a speech, one of the main mistakes I've seen young people do when they give speeches is they talk about people they found online. And they pick a topic that they think their teacher's gonna like or other students are gonna be interested in. Always start with what you are most passionate about. Speak from there. Your passion, your confidence will come through. You know, I remember I was back in school and I was asked to give a presentation, and I could pick any topic I wanted. So what did I pick? I picked Transformers because I used to love Transformers growing up. I brought in a few Transformers. I made that part of my speech, and I sounded confident even though I was a shy kid because I just spoke about something I loved. So do that. Pick a topic that you're passionate about. The next thing to do is if you're shy, if you are anxious, do this once a day. Just spend a minute in the morning, close your eyes and visualize yourself being confident. Visualize yourself being successful and being a confident person. A lot of times when you picture the person you want to be, you actually become that person. And you do it every day. If you're about to give a speech, picture yourself delivering a great speech, remembering all your lines. If you're going into a situation that you may be uncomfortable in, spend a minute, go to a bathroom stall, go by yourself, close your eyes and imagine yourself being successful in that situation. Even speak the words, I'm successful, I'm ready to go. Do that and then open your eyes. And as you do that over and over again, there's something interesting. The brain kind of picks up on the images that you present to it. So if you present an image of yourself as being successful, as being confident, then that's who you're going to become. And finally, pump yourself up. A lot of times we get nervous and we get caught up in our own thoughts. So one thing I do before I speak is I pick a song that I love. I stand up, I move, because we get positive emotions flowing through our body when we move, when we're listening to music, right? So they've done studies on people who go to the gym, people that work out, and they found that people actually have more endurance, more strength when they're listening to a song that they like, when they're pumped up. So do that before you go into a situation where you're normally nervous. Listen to your favorite song, pump yourself up, and I promise you'll be ready to go. Remember these P's today, because at the end of the day, confidence isn't for a select group of people. Confidence is your birthright. You are allowed to be confident. You are allowed to believe in yourself. You just have to do the things necessary so that you can be just as confident, feel just as great about yourself as someone else who you think is extroverted, who you think is really confident. You can be the same. Just follow the steps that we talked about today.